Here we go. 1600 dual port. And yeah, let's make sure we get it ready so we can put it back in the Beetle. Well, there's not too much we have to do. Tighten this clamp back down, put the belt back on, put the carburetor on. I need to put a new fuel pump on it, and oh, I have a new cap up here to change out too. Just a few things, dress it up a little bit, and we'll go from there. All right, this is what was on there. See, it like goes straight up and down. This one tilts just forward. This is what we need because we now have an alternator. Things I didn't know, now I do, right? In addition, you need a shorter push rod. Push rod goes in here. That's what it sits in. And then I'm gonna get some grease, put some grease in here. That's what I was told to do, so we're just trying to fill grease inside here. I'm sure I'll get some over here, but the point is to get it in here. So, all right, there we go. Let me clean my hands and then we'll install it. So I'm gonna have to run a spacer, which also means I need longer studs, which also means I need to take out the old ones. I mean, these feel just like regular all thread. Let's tighten these up and then we'll toss it onto the motor. All right, it looks like I've bent this. I don't know the technical terms for these things. Everything moves the way it's supposed to move. There we go. All right. That should be set up correctly now. Now we'll put this back on. For whatever reason, this was all smacking right here. I'm not trying to bang up anything else that I have to. Yeah, let's put this on. We're gonna hold off on putting the belt until it's in the car. we go. Back in the garage. Hopefully the next time this thing moves is under its own power. But I'm gonna go ahead and jack up the car. The back end at least. I did mess with the belt. It's not as tight as it was before. We'll see. I think I'm gonna just read and make sure I've adjusted it correctly. See if there's any tricks. I mean, last time I did this was what, December? November, something like that. And it worked, but yeah, we'll get it sorted. All right, so I didn't show it, but again, lift up the rear as high as you can and work the motor underneath. So these sides come up just a hair, so you should be able to slip it in and then try and then lower the car a little bit depending on the jack you have, so you can get this back up there, okay? I'm gonna work underneath, try to get some things situated so I can get this motor back in. All right, I was trying to bring the motor in and kept getting stuck. So hopefully I have just enough clearance now. It looks like I might need to massage this back just a hair. So I just took the pulley off. I have the keyway sitting here, pulley taken apart. I actually ordered another pulley and belt because I couldn't quite get this one tight the way it's supposed to be. But let's just try to get the motor connected again, all right? Motor's in, mounting bolts are tightened up. The throttle cable is through, and I have fuel lines and stuff. All right, so I need to finish tightening, cleaning all that stuff up. But we got a box in because I went ahead and ordered a new pulley. Pulley, check. Some new shims. Even a new belt, okay? All from J-Bugs. So yeah. We'll get this on, shim it up, and here shortly. Give it a fire up. All right, alternator connected. I have a new filled cap. Belt is on. I think it could probably be a hair tighter, but we can adjust that. There's clearance. New fuel pump. Supply on top, carb on bottom. You have wiring hooked up to the coil. We have wiring hooked up to the pressure sensor. Yeah. And then under here, the first fuse was out. It blew, so I replaced that. I guess now we're just gonna connect the battery and see what happens. Oop. All right. We're getting there. All right, I think the belt is too, well, there's something that is not adjusted correctly. But it fired off, meaning we're in the right direction, right? All right, let me fiddle with it and we'll go from there. Running and idling, which is fantastic. The belt was a little too tight, I guess, and that's why it would just almost immediately cut out unless you're giving it throttle. I need to bleed the brakes and button things back up. If the weather works with me, yeah, we're gonna maybe drive it. All right, I picked this up back in February at Eurofest or Winter Volksfest, and yeah, I get asked enough. So there we go. If you're wondering, I'm not gonna paint it. So I have a few other things. I added a new fuel vent line, so I'll put it through here, but I'm gonna need to lift the tank up because I need to bleed the brakes. But also, I'm pretty sure these fit. I hope these fit. And they do not. Alright. Okay. Save this for another Beetle. Or, who knows? Let's see. One other thing. I think this is a 13. So the mirror flops. I mean, I love the look of it, but there's no function out of it right now. So, and I've tried, I don't know how to tighten that up correctly. So, I got a new one. Maybe I'll leave this one on there. Yeah. It's a bit shiny. But ultimately I need the function because I need that mirror. Alright, let's see what we can finish up this morning. But, oh, I guess actually, let me go from over here. I need to tighten up the battery cables anyways. Alright, 12.14. Okay, it's definitely charged since yesterday. Oh. Nope. Ah. New pump the gas pedal once or twice. Alright. Now oh yeah. Charging. Fired up idling. Okay. So, get it off now. I mean, I wasn't worried about any of that. I just needed to make sure. I mean, it sat overnight, fired back up. Now the big thing is, this is really, really soft. So, if you guys see, that's the reservoir back there. It's leaked a lot of fluid. I don't think I'll be able to pull the master back out. I don't know. Let's look at this. All right. So the Beetle runs. I do need to clean up finish up the brakes, clean up the interior, but I have tonight, tomorrow night, Tuesday. So three evenings to fix that. But Tuesday evening, not so much. So, yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. I appreciate everyone watching along. If you're in Helen this week, say hello. If you're not in Helen, say hello. But Beetle will be there since it runs, drives. It looks like I need to bleed the master cylinder, so I might pull that out tonight and then bleed that. And then the interior, I still need, so I'm finishing the seats, but I never finished. That'll happen in the next video. So thank you everyone for your support. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I missed. I'm sure there's some stuff I missed. I did put the deck lid on, and I don't think I showed you guys how I did that, but also it doesn't seem to slide in as much like it used to, but 2 bolts, and then has the spring under here. So I still need to secure the tin. I'm pretty sure the tin is supposed to go under the rubber, but for the life of me, I can't make that happen yet. So I'll work on that. It's all little stuff right now, so I know it goes into gear, how it runs. Need a vacuum. I added these after painting them black. I need to tighten the battery cables. Put the back seat on. I am not installing the rear seat belts because that'll just have to happen another day. And then finish up the brakes. But don't forget, there's always a solution.